And CNBC Reports starts right now.
Tonight on CNBC Reports, the bulls are back. No rest. Up, up, and away. The S&P and the NASDAQ both crossing big markers. 1,000 for the S&P, 2,000 for the NASDAQ. Tonight, how to prepare for your next move. We're talking winning stocks, ETFs for the future, and mutual funds set to take off. Auto sales also revving up. Ford showing an increase in sales for the first time since 2007. Ford stock, look at this. Year to date, it's up 260%. It's clear we're in the midst of Pax Americana, and it's spreading. The one big threat, Tax Americana. Tonight, both sides battle it out over whether new taxes from President Obama will kill this unbelievable history-making rally. It's a big night for the markets, and tonight you'll get the real deal with Dennis Neal. Don't move. CNBC Reports starts right this second.
Good evening, I'm Dennis Neal. I'm okay, and you're okay. And the markets today are way better than okay, because the S&P 500 just went back over 1K, and the NASDAQ just cleared 2K. Now, can Dow 10K be far behind? Let's celebrate it in the real deal with Dennis Neal. Here's my big hope, guys, that today's rally isn't a new top, setting us up for a tumble and a jolt of correction. Instead, I'm hoping this is the new leg and a new bull market. And that would fuel my belief in Pax Americana, Latin for the notion that America is the mightiest economic force on earth, that our best days are ahead of us. Everyone else says the recovery will be pokey and punky. But what if they're too pessimistic? I mean, I get the sense that the American economy is like a rocket on the launch pad. It's after countdown and ignition and before the real liftoff has begun. What if America is stronger than the doubters would have us believe, more innovative, more resilient, more adaptable than even President Obama believes we are? Michael Darda of MK Partners is a believer. He put out a note today saying the new ISM manufacturing numbers that came in and lifted the markets, that they promise the economy will grow better than 3% next year. That would be half again higher than Wall Street expects. 3% growth in GDP, that would mean more than $400 billion in extra economic activity next year. And the stock market is the ultimate leading indicator. Today, the S&P 500 surged up past that 1,000 mark, closing at 1,002 and change, up 15 points or 1.5%. The NASDAQ cracked the 2,000 mark, jumping 30 points to 2,008. And the Dow Jones fired off another nice triple-digit gain, up 115 points or so to close up near 9,300. Dow 10,000, here we come. Now, a couple of recovery killers loom, factors that could render us Tax Americana instead of Pax Americana, and they boil down to this: Obamacare, Obama tax increases, Obama anti-capitalist rage. And I worry about them. But for now, this summer rally, it's for real. So what happened today? What does crossing the 1K barrier in the S&P and the 2K level and the NASDAQ really mean? Let's debate it with tonight's bulls and bears. We are flooding the zone tonight. Let's ditch the long intro and cut to a fast opinion. Scott Richter of Fifth Third Asset Management, you're a bull. Will this market correct and sell off, or will it keep rising?
Well, Dennis, I think it'll have fits and starts, but it's probably going to go higher. We've got a lot of back-end loaded stimulus, we've got an inventory correction, and we've got a lot of skeptics who haven't bought in yet, so they're not in. They'll be drawn in.
Yeah, Eric Marinac, what do you say? You're with Victory Capital.
I agree, and I think there are a couple of other things to look at, but you can really go down the list and you could sum it up as progress at the margin. You know, we've seen metric after metric come in, all pointing in the right direction.
Right. Michael Pinto, give us a dose of reality. You're a bear. You're with Delta Global Chief, and I know you've been rather worried about the course of the economy and the government borrowing. So go ahead and sober us up.
I guess it's bread, circuses, and Toyotas for Pax Americana. I mean, I guess if you spend trillions of dollars and go further into debt, and I guess if you try to destroy the dollar, it's down 13% since March, you're going to get a rise in some commodities, and you're going to get a rise in everything priced in dollars. But this is not the kind of growth that's anywhere near the realm of reality or anywhere near healthy type of growth.
Okay, but Michael, if you could have put $100,000 into the market March 9th and have your money be up 50%,
I did, Dennis.
would you?
I did. You know, everybody likes to call me a bear because I invested in maybe in China or in copper or in oil. Copper's up 80% since the beginning of the year. Oil is up over 100%. So, you know, I'm making more money than most people on this panel here. So I'm not really a bear. Just I don't want to buy financials right here.
Okay.
Does that make me a bear? Does that make me a bad person? No, I don't think so.
Back to the bullish side.